Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Got my name on there. Don't need the name, do we? There we go. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Friday again. Hurrah. And we're in the middle of December. The festivities continue. I have had two Christmas dinners this week. 2 turkey dinners this week already. Gotta be done. Good morning, Jane. Happy birthday. I think it was a couple of days ago, wasn't it? Yes, it is. The festive energies. Today's talk, chat, subject, discussion, topic for us to wander away from is magic of festive food. I don't mean eating it, although eating it is rather pleasant, obviously. I mean the ingredients and what their magical properties are and how we can work some magic with the foods of the festive season and the ingredients of the festive season. Good morning, Janet. That's the subject for today. Food, glorious food and the magic therein. Think of all the festive spices, the festive flavours, the cups of coffee. Gingerbread latte. Oh, my Christmas cup, yeah.
I took the top off. The top of the tree's not there.
Yeah, it's a bit pointless, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, gingerbread latte. There's a festive flavour to start the day with. Good morning, Kerry. Gingerbread latte, yum. Smells delicious. Ginger being one of the spices we can look at today. I work with magical food a lot because I like to eat, because I like to bake, because I like to cook. But you can use all of those ingredients in your magical spell work too. So we'll have a look at that today. Good morning, Kerry and Ebony from a dull Clonelly. Yeah, it's dull, grey, bit miserable outside here, down in Hampshire too. But the festive spirit is strong, or something like that. If you are local-ish, if you're in the Hampshire area on Sunday, the Raw Eden Apothecary in Wickham, Fareham, is having a Yule Day. There's going to be all sorts of stuff going on in their lovely shop. Ness and I will be there giving readings as well at discount prices, so do join us if you are local today. Ness and I will be there 12 till 4. The event runs 12 till 5. Sunday evening, anywhere in the world, Ness, Heather and I are running a 2-hour free online full moon workshop and ritual. Details can be found on the Kitchen Witch Coven Facebook group and on the web. All of the stuff's on the websites. All of the stuff's on their websites. But Sunday, busy day. But in the evening, yes, 6 till 8 p.m. UK time, we're running a full moon workshop. So join us if you are free. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, Xenia on the big screen. Oh, oh. Thank you, I think. Details there for, thank you for the links for the events that are on Sunday. If you fancy a reading to look at next year, the year ahead, you can, of course, book online readings, triad readings with myself, Ness and Heather. I read my unique 138 card tarot deck. Ness reads the runes. Heather reads the bones and the oghams, and we all read for you. So details about that are on the Kitchen Witch online shop. Good morning, Trudy. I think that's all the things I was supposed to remember to say. I will be doing a chat next Friday, which I think is the 20th, something like that. Then I'm having a couple of weeks off and I will be back again in January. So there's a link to the readings as well. Thank you. The internet fairy's busy this morning. Subject for today. Are there any festive foods, ingredients, spices, herbs, flavours that you associate with the festive season, but that you also work magic with? And how do you work magic with them? Good morning, Angela from Chile, France. Oh, sleet at the moment. Friday the 13th. Yeah, it's a good day for witches. Very good day for witches. Bonne chance. Good day for witches. Love it. I had forgotten it was Friday the 13th, actually. Yeah, good day for. I did a 13 spell several years ago now. I did a 13 spell. It's in the Candle Magic book, actually. Um, yeah, working with the energy of 13. Powerful number. Good morning, Tony, and all your beautiful creations. My Ishtar Freya handmade tree topper is on top of my tree. Beautiful, beautiful. She is too. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Lucky Fairy Queen from India. Good morning. So, festive foods, magic of festive foods. Throw in the comments any that you associate with the season, any that you like to work with. I'm going to start with ginger because my latte is gingerbread latte, and it is one of my favourite ones to work with. I'm working with all the, information in the book, what I wrote, not out of my head. Ginger's a fiery one though. It's got the power of passion. It's got that oomph, that boost. Quite often, if I'm working a spell and I want it to work quicker, faster, better, I will put a pinch of ginger in, just to give it that boost. So let's have a look at ginger. Gingerbread. I will be making gingerbread for Christmas. Gingerbread cake, though, not gingerbread men, because I like gingerbread cake better. So ginger is healing, power, love, passion, success, prosperity, and protection. It is ruled by the planet of Mars, so it's got a really big, powerful kick behind it. It is a fire element, and the energy is masculine, so it has got a really strong punch power with it. I tend to, when I'm working spells, I will work with powdered ginger, ground ginger. Root ginger's good, but it goes a bit icky if you put it in spell pouches and things. So ground ginger is much better for working magic with. In some parts of the world, it was traditional to chew raw ginger and then spit it onto a diseased area of the body to cure the illness. There you go. Just in case you needed to know that. It is really powerful, and if you want to boost your own magical properties, you could chew on a piece of root ginger before you start your spell work. That will boost your own magical powers. It's got a long history of being used in love and passion spells, so you can add that to your romantic meal to spice it up, as well as your spell working. You can use ginger oil, obviously, if you work with essential oils. Folklore says that growing a ginger plant from the root placed in water in your home will attract good health and prosperity. I would like to grow a ginger plant, actually. I will give that a try. Hang a piece of root ginger over your doorway to bring protection to your house, and sprinkle powdered ginger around your property to keep trouble out. So quite a good all-rounder, multi-purpose kind of one, ginger. Good morning, Candy and Keith. Xenia, love everything cinnamon, vanilla, cacao, etc. They all go into money magic. They do. Cinnamon's a good one. We'll have a look at that in a sec. Let's get some of these up. Angela, tree going up today. Hurrah! Peter just suggested putting a dragon on the top. I like that idea. Every tree should have a dragon on top, really, shouldn't it? Kerry, last couple of weeks I've made orange marmalade and plum jam. Very nice. I was gifted a jar of jam yesterday, day before. Do you know what they're associated with? Plus, I'm in the process of making 6 gallons of blackberry mead. Nice. Orange is a very festive one as well, isn't it? Dried orange slices and all that malarkey. I have got a dehydrator now. I have made some sliced oranges in it. Let's get to oranges. Orange. So, orange is love, happiness, uplifting. I think all of the citruses are quite uplifting. If you are feeling a bit low, then a citrusy scent will make you feel better. Orange is also generosity, purification, clarity, energy, and fidelity. Ruled by the sun, which kind of makes sense. It's another fire element one as well. It is the fruit of the sun. During the 19th century, to give a gift of an orange was thought to be generous and thoughtful. just for the record, I prefer my gifts of orange to be in the chocolate orange format. It is really good for purification. It's good for purifying the mind, the body, the spirit, because it's got that cleansing, uplifting kind of scent to it. Dried orange peel works well in incense blends. It represents the energy of the sun, although it doesn't actually smell like orange when it's burnt. There you go. You can use orange water to flavour dishes, bathe in orange water, and set out orange water as offerings, particularly to deities such as Hera and Juno for marriage and fidelity. So that orange is quite a good one and very, very festive. Plums. Do like a nice plum cake or plum crumble. That would be nice. It's only just breakfast time and I'm already hungry. So plum is also love, spirituality, relaxation, passion, longevity, wisdom, and rebirth. Plum is ruled by the planet of Venus, so it's got that love energy to it. It is the element of water and of air, so you get two elements in one there. Serve plums to your loved one to attract them to you. The plum is also in the category of aphrodisiacs. Eat plums and use the stones to increase your spiritual connection. Actually, things like plums that have got a stone to them, I will eat the fruit or use the fruit in cooking and baking. It's the stone that I will use in magical workings because it's just much more practical. Egyptians and Greeks used plums to help relax the mind and the body. The plum can be found in writings as early as 479 BC. Plum tree is significant in Chinese myths and appeared frequently in the writings of Confucius. Chinese believed the plum to be a symbol of resurrection, longevity, and great wisdom. Who knew that about the humble plum, eh? Blackberries, not something associated with this time of the year particularly, but I guess they were all picked in the autumn, weren't they? They are nice though. Blackberries, here we go. Prosperity, protection, fertility, and they are a fruit of the Fey world as well. Ruled by the planet Venus, blackberries are good. You get the elements of water, fire, and earth all within the one plant. They are quite a feminine energy as well. They promote prosperity. I think for me, it's because they produce so much fruit on the one plant, so you get that kind of prosperity. They are, of course, very spiky. So you've got blackberry thorns, which are very good for protection. What else have we got? Eat them, bake them. Blackberries for magical purpose. I will eat the blackberries or make them into whatever I'm making. Blackberry crumble, blackberry cake. I'll use the blackberry leaves in magical workings because you can dry them and use them in magical workings. Folklore says that passing under an archway of brambles will cure all manner of afflictions, including pimples and boils. Just so you know. There you go. So you've got quite a lot of magical energy in those ingredients. Fabulous. Sounds delicious too. Good morning, Claire. Jane, knee's been caning. Perhaps I should put some ginger on it. Yeah, go on, chuck some ginger on it. Xenia, can I see your Christmas jumper? I'm wearing my Lord of the Lost German metal band Christmas jumper, which is not suitable for children. Yeah, I've got the, he's a bit special. Look, the horned god of winter there. Not bright, cheery, festive, but very subtly festive. Angela, I love mince pies. Me too. I've decided to do them with a twist this year. I'm putting a Viennese swirl on the top instead of pastry. Very nice. I do positive affirmations. I pipe the swirls. Brilliant. Anything that you can pipe and anything like pastry and bread that you can draw a symbol in, carve a symbol in with your knife, works brilliantly for symbols, sigils, adding that bit of extra magic to your cooking. Perfect. Do love a mince pie. Xenia would like to see my Fred tree topper. It's downstairs on the tree at the minute. I'll pop a photo up later, Xenia. Karen. Cloves studded orange is great for visualizing intent as you poke them in, as it takes ages. That is very true. Actually, cloves, I do love a clove. Cloves are my go-to for protection against gossip. They are brilliant in gossip magic. They smell fabulous too. Quite good for protection as well. Quite good for toothache as well. Right, cloves. Come on, cloves. Oh, there's cinnamon. We'll do cinnamon too next. So, cloves. Add cloves to incense to clear negative energy and increase the spiritual energy in your home. So, if you've got a clove-studded orange, you're getting a double whammy of cleansing purification energy for your home. Use clove oil as a love blessing or add a couple of drops to cider, mead, wine, whatever it might be. Share with your friends to bring your friendship closer. If you want to keep harmony among a group of people, charge a number of cloves with peace and friendship and then give one to each person to keep with them, or just bake them into a big apple pie studded with cloves to share with everyone. If you want to attract a lover, cloves can be carried with you for that purpose. Keep a clove in your purse or wallet to attract abundance. I would imagine the idea of prosperity connected with cloves was from... Oh, tea truffer, thank you. I wouldn't have been able to reach it. Here we go. Isn't she beautiful? Okay. Did you just fall over?
No.
Isn't she beautiful? Tony, put a link to your Etsy shop in the comments. She is absolutely beautiful. This is all felted, and she's got jingle bells. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, she sits on top of her tree. Beautiful, beautiful. Cloves. I think cloves are associated with prosperity because they were so expensive. Spices at one time were really expensive, so it carries that prosperity energy with it. Keep a pouch of cloves above your door to stop gossip and bring about protection to those within the home. So clove is love, money, exorcism, clarity, protection, abundance. It repels negativity, prevents gossip, helps with stress relief, which we could probably all do it with at this time of the year too. And they're also really good in truth spells as well. Ruled by Jupiter, it is a fire element one again. Quite a lot of them are this. The festive spices have that fire energy to them. And it's got quite a masculine energy with it as well. Cloves, incredibly useful. Ginger biscuits. Xenia, I can't eat ginger biscuits. I do like ginger. When I was pregnant with our eldest, I was so nauseous the entire way through the pregnancy. I ate so many ginger biscuits trying to quell the nausea that I now can't face them. It put me off forever. Cinnamon is the other one. You can put little sticks of cinnamon on your Christmas tree, which work really well. They bring the magic in, and they also look nice and smell nice. What have we got? I had cinnamon, a pinch of cinnamon, to most of my spells because cinnamon to me is success. So it brings that success energy to whatever it is you're working with. It also, cinnamon is really good for dealing with changes, with transitions and changes. Tie a bundle of cinnamon with black or red ribbon and hang it in your hallway to bring protection, love, and success to your household. I've actually got a little, like a little tiny besom hanging above the porch in the front of our house that's got cinnamon, dried cinnamon on it to bring that love, that purification, that positive energy in. So cinnamon, success, healing, power, also boosts your psychic powers. Protection, love, focus, lust, just in case, spirituality and changes. It's a sun element spice and ruled by fire, and it's a masculine energy one again. Cinnamon's one of my go-to. If you know, when they ask, oh, if you could only have five ingredients, what would you have? Cinnamon would be one of my go-tos because it's brilliant for all sorts of things. Brilliant. Jane. Like the festive hair is actually just to keep it up out of the way, it gets on my nerves once it's longer, but thank you. If I do that with mine, my husband calls me Helga for the duration. Yes, I do feel a little bit like I should be high on a mountaintop, calling to goats or something. But I have also got my Yule goats hanging on the tree, because it is that time of the year for goats. Actually, the girls and I realised in the last few weeks, goats have been very, very prominent around us. So I'm going to have to work with goat energy, I think. Jane, chocolate covered ginger thins. That sounds very nice. That does sound very nice. Chocolate, of course. Chocolate, very, very good for magical purpose. I tend to use cocoa powder, or more often cocoa nibs, when I'm working magic spells. It's less messy, doesn't melt, and not so nice to eat. So you can eat the bar of chocolate to imbue the magical powers, but use the cocoa nibs in your magical workings. But chocolate, very, very magical. Really good for grounding. Think Professor Lupin and Harry on the train when the Dementor had attacked him. He gives him some chocolate because it's grounding. It is. I'm not even going to get into the white chocolate debate. There's not enough chocolate in white chocolate to make it chocolate. So let's stick with darker the chocolate, the higher the cocoa content. I have had 99% dark chocolate. It is quite foul. Anyway, the Mayans, the Aztecs, bless them, came up with the idea of chocolate. Originally, it was as a beverage. That's where it started. And they believed it had divine origin. And I have to say, I agree wholeheartedly with them. Cacao beans were used by the Mayans for currency. So, of course, it brings in that really strong prosperity energy. Chocolate makes you feel good. It's a fact. So it's got that warm, fuzzy, positive energy to it. Anyone in the UK, if you are in M&S Food Hall, we can highly recommend the Big Daddy chocolate bar. It is lush. Incredibly lush. Side note. Chocolate associated with the heart chakra. So it links love, but all kinds of love. Passion love, but also friendship and family love and big old love, basically. That is the idea, isn't it, of being presented with a box of chocolates from the one that you love. You know, that scary stalker bloke dressed in black coming through the window of your bedroom in the dark of the night just to deliver a box of chocolates. Sounds slightly dodgy to me. If you are not of my age, you won't understand that advert reference. Hot chocolate as well is really, really good vehicle for all sorts of other ingredients. So you work with the hot chocolate, you work with the magic of the chocolate itself, and then you can add in all different sorts of spices. The cooking book that I did, Practically Pagan Cooking, I did a different hot chocolate for each month with different flavours added to it for different magical purpose. So chocolate, prosperity, big old punch of happiness, love, and positive energy, ruled by Mars, another fire element one, but this one's got a really strong feminine energy to it. Good stuff to work with, obviously, because it's chocolate. Angela, oddly, plum pudding contains no plums. It used to contain dried fruit in the form of plums. I think that's where dried plums. I think that's where the name came from originally. Like figgy pudding, isn't it? Oh, here we are. Oh, yes. I can never say that. Lebkuchen. Lebkuchen. German spicy biscuits always make me feel festive. The ones with jam in the middle are lovely. The heart-shaped ones that have got the gingerbready middle, chocolate outside, apricot jam in the middle. Delish. Absolutely. But that brings all the festive spices in. That does bring all the cloves, the cinnamon, the nutmeg. Nutmeg, we haven't done nutmeg. Another one of my favourites. Really, really good nutmeg to carry as a good luck charm. Just a whole nutmeg. Probably one of my favourite flavours. Even on its own, nutmeg cake is delicious. I'm going to have to do some baking after this, aren't I? So nutmeg. Carry nutmeg with you for good luck and to attract money to you. Whole nutmeg makes good luck charm. Sprinkle nutmeg, powdered ground nutmeg, not the whole ones, around your property to protect against negative energy. Keep a whole nutmeg under your bed to ensure that fidelity in your relationship stays solid. I would assume on the floor under your bed, not under your mattress, because, princess and the pea situation. Nutmeg is also sometimes used if you've got a spell that's got the root High John the Conqueror in it. It can be substituted quite easily for nutmeg. Very similar kind of energies to them. So nutmeg is money, luck, fidelity, and protection, ruled by Jupiter, and it's another fire element one with a strong masculine energy, but also very delicious, especially on top of your rice pudding or your custard tart. Good morning, Luna. Good question. Good question. How do you usually work with your ingredients? Is it whispering our intention to it as we add them to our recipe? Love to hear your views, as I've never worked with ingredients like this before. If you work with magical herbs, if you work with magical herbs and plants in your spell working, then you can work with magical food in exactly the same way. So as you would add dried basil, for instance, to your spell pouch or your witch jar, or dress your candle with it, you charge it with your intent. You do exactly the same with the food ingredients. I use food ingredients in spell work, so I will use ground ginger, I will use nutmeg, I'll use all of the pits from plums, peaches, apple pips, dried orange peel, orange pips. I use all of those in magical workings. Charge them with my intent, just as you would any other ingredient, and then add them to my spell working. But you've got the added bonus with food ingredients that you can also eat them. So if you are making a big family meal, particularly coming up to this time of the year, and you want to put some peace and some patience and some love into it, you can charge all your ingredients as you're making the food. Literally as you would anything else. Hold the ingredient, charge it with your intent. Every single ingredient in your kitchen cupboard, every single ingredient in your fridge, every single ingredient in your drinks cabinet has magical properties. Just as every single plant and herb does, so does every ingredient. Whether it is flour, dried pasta, tin of baked beans, whatever it is, it's all got magical energy. Hold the item, connect with it, see what you think it can help you with. Charge it with your intent, add it into your cooking. If you've got all the bits that I save, like the skins of garlic, eat the garlic in your bolognese or whatever, keep the skins. I use the skins for magical workings. Eat your oranges at Christmas. I will save the skin, dry it in the dehydrator or on low on the oven. Keep it in the magical cupboard for use in incense blends or magical workings. When you're eating your orange, it's got pips. Wash them, dry them, put them in your magical cupboard. They carry the same energy as the whole orange, but they're a lot easier to work with. So yeah, exactly as you would work with your plants and herbs normally, you just charge them with your intent and add them to your workings. I love it. It is one of my favourite subjects, is magical food. I think we underuse everything in the kitchen because it's all got magical energy. Jane, my niece did some gorgeous Glühwein. Xenia's going to laugh at me for pronouncing that. At our family do last weekend. Tasted like hot cherries. Yum. Mulled wine, basically. Delicious. Tina, how do you use the stone of the plum? Crushing it. Crushing it is a bit difficult because it's really, really hard. I would, anything like the plums, nectarines, apricots, cherries, wash them, the stones, dry them. I tend to use them whole because crushing them is a job and a half. If you've got a decent pestle and mortar, you might be able to crack it open. I tend to use them whole. I drop them into spell pouches. I drop them into witch bottles. I might place them around a candle, base of a candle for candle magic. The big stones, particularly like plum stones, you can draw sigils on and you can turn them into lucky charms. So many different uses, but I tend to keep them whole just purely because they're so terrible to try and crush up. Xenia. Yes, Horned God of Winter t-shirt. He is. He's a bit special, isn't he? Yeah, he's got a nice face. We like him. I'd like it as an image, actually, but I'd love it as a picture hanging on the wall. Good morning, Jalala. There we go. This is go and have a look at Tony's store, Ishtar Freya store on Etsy. Beautiful, beautiful items, including things like this tree topper, and she's got some lovely decorations for your Yule tree on there as well. Beautiful, beautiful. So much personality to it. Yeah, do go and have a look. Have we converted you to magical food? It is a huge subject and one of my very favourites to work with. If you have a look on my YouTube channel, I think there are a couple of talks that I've done before on magical food as a whole. So yeah, do have a look. Xenia, after your talks about cloves, I put a bunch of cloves in an envelope, put them into a drawer at work. Good idea. To protect against gossip, one would probably need a lorry full. Brilliant to keep at work, though. No one's going to know why you've got, a little pouch of cloves in your desk, but protects against gossip. Brilliant. Jane, next time I do a spell to gag gossip, I'll feed the poppet slippery elm, then yellow wax, plug the lot with a clove. That would work brilliantly. Brilliant idea. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Good morning, David. Are you having fun with the dogs? Got the girls' sisters around for the weekend. The girl equals dog. So the house is 3 excited, fluffy teddy bears running around the place shouting. It sounds brilliant. Sounds like my ideal day. Definitely. Xenia is going to be wearing red felted reindeer antlers. Do it. Do it. Angela, Slister has given us the goat this week. There. Turn that energy around, Angela. Turn the energy around. David, one of my favourite anti-gossip spells uses an ox tongue and a big nail. That's an old spell. Find just buying those two in front of the gossip tends to be all you need to do. It was one of the old spells, nailing a tongue to something, barn door, whatever it might be. Clothes are slightly less squishy. They are really good for anti-gossip, but they're really good for protection. They're really good for cleansing, purifying as well. Jane says, white chocolate is evil, should only be fed to naughty children. Oh, I'm with you on that one. Really on that one. Xenia, chocolate Brussels sprouts from Memories. I like Brussels sprouts, which leads me to Brussels sprouts. Don't forget all of the vegetables. Vegetables have feelings too. Vegetables have energies as well. I do love Brussels sprouts. I know they're a bit love and hate. So Brussels sprouts. Basically, what you're looking at is a tiny, weeny cabbage. I do love them. Good in risotto. Brussels sprout risotto. Yum. Brussels sprout coleslaw, or sprout slaw, as we call it. Anyway, Brussels sprout brings stability, endurance, and protection. So it can be eaten for all of those uses. I don't tend to use Brussels sprouts in magical workings because they do go mouldy quite quickly, obviously, and they don't have any pips or stones or anything. Oh, I wonder if you could dehydrate them. Or I might be dehydrating some Brussels sprouts to find out whether that works. Interesting. But you can eat them to imbue their properties. So stability, endurance, protection, and they are ruled by the moon. So they are a big, strong moon magic vegetable. And the element of water and a feminine energy. So they bring all of the moon energies together. Beautiful Brussels sprouts. Very magical. Jane, Brussels sprouts become magical when smashed up and mixed with butter and pepper. Yum. What are the magic properties of butter and pepper? Butter is very, funnily enough, comes right under Brussels sprouts alphabetically. Butter's very peaceful. It is a big punch of peace, of calm, very good for spirituality. It also, obviously, the Fey world love a bit of butter. I'm not talking margarine here or the fake stuff. I'm talking proper butter. pure, thick, creamy, luscious butter. Apparently, the Mesopotamians ate butter around 3,500 BC, so it is quite old. It is considered sacred, it is considered spiritual, it is considered a magical food. Add a bit of butter to any recipe to help soothe a troubled relationship or smooth over an argument. And of course, leave it out as offerings. So it is peace, spirituality, and fey magic, ruled by the moon, feminine energy, but butter is ruled by the element of earth. So nice kind of mixture then. Black pepper, or any colour pepper really, because you can get red pepper as well, can't you, and green ones. Peppercorns I tend to use for protection. They're very good for cleansing, clearing as well. So peppercorns are actually berries. Apparently the pepper tree can grow up to 20 feet tall. I don't think I've ever seen a pepper tree, but there you go. They're really good in protection, sachets, bottles, amulets. They're very good to help release jealousy, jealous energy. Very good to work into your boundary and protection powders. Mix it with paprika, chili powder, and you've got yourself a hot foot powder to protect, to get rid of. It is a fiery one as well. It is fire, it's Mars, so it's got that boost of powerful energy with it. So it is protection, it is exorcism, clearing, cleansing, very good anti-jealousy, very good for clearing negative energy, good for strength, good for confidence, and also another anti-gossip one as well. So quite a useful one, black pepper. That would probably be another one of the ones that I would have in my go-to kit of spices. I might have to have Brussels sprouts for breakfast now. That's David, dark chocolate's healthier for you. Imagine how much healthier it is if you buy it with fruit and nuts in it. I do like a bar of dark fruit and nut. Xenia, I love Lebkuchen. I cannot say that. Hearts. You can buy them from August. Oh, and not over here. Yeah, over here they are a Christmas thing to us. May I mention speculoos? You may mention speculoos. Over here, probably more familiar with it as a Biscoff. Biscoff butter, Biscoff biscuits. It is similar type of spices, isn't it? It is that cinnamon, clove type of spices. Very nice, very nice. Nuremberg is the home of Liebkuchen. Why can I not say it? Liebkuchen. Friend and I were told to wait outside a shop there while our lovely host Karen went in and bought us a bag, each of them. They cost her a fortune. Didn't have the heart to tell her that Aldi was selling them over here for 35p. Yeah, but then I'm guessing that they were more homemade ones. Nice, all nice. All nice. David, nail it to the front door and it's more of a mafia spell. If you do go nailing tongues to doors, yeah, it looks a little bit like that. David, love making enchanted tea for people after coming home from a long day at work. I've even been thinking of enchanting a teapot just for the occasion. There is, within magical food, tea rituals. I think the whole process of making tea is a ritual. You can buy some brilliant Christmas tea blends. You can make your own as well. Just add some spices to your normal black tea and you've got festive Christmas tea. But I think the whole process of it, that whole ritual of putting your tea leaves in, warming the pot, putting the tea leaves in the pot, putting the water in the pot, letting it stew, pouring it out. Milk first, tea first. It makes a whole ritual of it. I think tea rituals, they should be a whole thing every time you make a pot of tea. Oh, Karen, definitely. Karen loves parsnips and honey. Parsnips, one of my favourites. I think I prefer them to potatoes. Parsnips, actually root veg, all pretty much similar magical properties. Come on, parsnips. There we are. La la la. It's related to carrot and parsley. There you go. It makes brilliant mash, brilliant chips, brilliant anything really. It's earth. It's earth and masculine energy. It works in any kind of magic that requires that strong punch of masculine energy. It is, think about the shape of a parsnip. It carries that kind of masculine energy with it as well. So it's very good for a bit of vavavoom magic. But it is earthy and it is masculine. So anything that you need that kind of earth, strong masculine energy for, it works brilliantly. Honey is ancient. It is delicious. It is supposedly one of the foods that never ever goes off, keeps forever. So honey is, well, it brings the energy of bee, which is never a bad thing. It is sacred to a lot of the gods, very beneficial medicinally, brings a good dollop of happiness with it. You can add honey to any spell to sweeten something. So whether it is sweetening someone's energy or sweetening someone's mood, or if a couple of people have had an argument, you can put honey in the spell to bring them back together. You can put honey in any of your ingredients over Christmas to feed to the family, to keep the energy sweet, to keep the mood of the place sweet, to stop arguments. It is happiness. It is love. Big punch of prosperity energy as well. Very good for healing. Bees are so magical. It brings that whole energy with them. Supposedly they carry the souls of the departed, bees with them. But honey is happiness. It is healing, love, prosperity, spirituality, the fairy world, like an offering of honey as well. Honey is also water and earth, so you've got both those elements together, and it's a very strong feminine energy. So actually, honeyed parsnips would be a nice balance of masculine and feminine energy. Delish. Jane, sprouts last longer if you buy them on their stems. Yep, keep them in outbuilding a shed. Yes, I call them sprout shillelaghs. Yes. Haven't used one as a weapon yet. Yeah, you can get those sometimes, can't you, from the farmers markets and things. Jane, an enchanted teapot. Yeah, we should all have an enchanted teapot, I reckon. Good morning, Louise. Oh, there's one, Trudy. Star anise, another one of my favourite ones, in our mulled wine and put in fragrant simmer pot. Simmer pots are brilliant. Particularly this time of the year, they work really well if you've got lots of family around and you want to keep the house smelling lovely. Put a saucepan on the stove, bit of water in it, and then literally chuck whatever spices you've got in. Orange peel, lemon peel, star anise, nutmeg, cloves, bit of apple, whatever you've got, ginger, cinnamon sticks, and literally let it simmer on a low heat, and it fills the house with an amazing scent. And if you charge all of those ingredients with your magical intent of peace, happiness, calm, love, then that will fill the house as well. Simmer pots, brilliant. Star anise, very, very strong scent. So it is very cleansing, very purifying. It clears stuff out. Also very good for boosting your psychic abilities. That's off the top of my head. We'll find it more. And of course, it's star-shaped. So it is pentagram shaped. So it does bring a lot of magic with it. Keep a whole star anise on your altar to help keep a spiritual connection. Put a star anise in the corner of each room in your home to bring about luck. Place a star anise beneath your pillow to induce prophetic dreams and to help you sleep. You can chuck star anise in your incense blends. It helps purify and protect your home and increases your psychic power. Keep one with you to work with your psychic protection and keep away negative energies. Pop them in your bath water to help cleanse your auras and clear your energies. Very good herb to use, or spice to use on new moon rituals. So it is star anise, luck, psychic powers, purification, protection, dream work, spirituality and sleep, ruled by Jupiter. And it is an air element one because it's got that really strong cleansing scent to it and a masculine energy. Very, very useful. I do like working with that. Tony just bought some mince pie tea. Nice. Very nice. Jane, the Liebbrüchen from Aldi had made in Nuremberg. Authentic then. Authentic. Louise, made loads of tea blends using lots of herbs. Favourite is rose, lavender and chamomile. That sounds disgusting. I do make herbal tea blends. I tend to make them, try them, think they're disgusting, and turn them into incense blends or offerings. Rose, lavender, and chamomile, 3 of my very unfavourite herbal teas. But I do like cinnamon. I do like a cinnamon tea. Cinnamon mint tea, very nice as well. It's got to work for you, hasn't it? But lots of magic in there. Tina, do a book on tea. Moonbooks has got one coming out, I think, on tea, magic of tea. There is a bit in the magical food book on tea rituals and the magic of tea. I love it. I love the whole tea ritual thing. Jane would associate parsnips with motivation since they convert to rocket fuel once they get south of the belly button. Isn't that Brussels sprouts as well? Louise, melt dark chocolate poured into mould and scattered candied orange, cranberries and crushed nuts for gifts. I make chocolate bark and it's great fun to make and it's so easy. You melt whatever colour of chocolate you want, dark, milk, white. And then you literally pour it into a mould or a dish or just onto a bit of tin foil and then chuck whatever you want in it. Candied fruit, dried nuts, marshmallows, crushed up biscuits, all sorts of things. Yeah, chocolate bark, brilliant. Tina, which is the best honey, set or runny? Whichever you prefer. All of the honeys will have the same magical energies, so it'll be whichever you prefer. What you will find is the different types of honey, because the bees have visited different plants, will have slightly different energies. So acacia honey will have different energy to pine honey. Our local international supermarket has a whole rack of different honeys, all different plants, where the bees have gone to different plants. And so they'll all have slightly different energies, but whichever you prefer. Tony's shop name up again. It is in the comments. That if you scroll back, Angela, you'll find it. It's Ishtar Freya on Etsy. Beautiful stuff. Trudy, love a tea ritual, but a quick uplifting tea, Lady Grey, with a slice of clementine and a little special intent whilst you stir. Part of it is the intent, isn't it? It is about taking it, charging your cup with your energy, and then drinking it. Gingerbread latte, yum. Jane, honey is great for freezer spells to sweeten people up. It also encourages people to stop what they're doing to other people and think about it. It is very, very magical stuff. I work with honey spells quite a lot, honey jar spells. So you get your little jar of honey, and when it's finished, don't wash it up. Leave the dregs of the honey in it. And then you've got the basis of a honey jar spell. So you can add other things to it. You can add petitions with people's names on, people you want to sweeten their mood, people you want to come back together again after an argument. Bear in mind, you are going against free will here. Just bear that in mind. And then you add your lid, put a candle on the top, burn the candle, and you've got a honey jar spell. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Good morning, Angela. Louise made mince pie gin last year. Yum. Very nice. David, don't listen to Rachel. That blend sounds fantastic. Yeah. I have a particular dislike of chamomile tea. I think it tastes like grass. And lavender and rose are a bit too floral for me, but I'm not a big fan of herbal teas as such. I like the spiced teas, love a spiced chai. I'm not a big fan of the herbal teas. Yeah, don't listen to me. Go with what works for you. Absolutely. Louise, my daughter loves the flower tea. It really makes me feel extremely peaceful and happy. Brilliant. It has to work for you. We're all different. We all have different tastes. Absolutely. Xenia, have you tried Fortnum & Mason's black tea with rose puchong? What a name, eh? No, Fortnum & Mason's a bit out of my price range. Black tea with rose. It's got that. I don't really like normal tea very much. I have a packet of black tea in my magical cupboard to use for magical properties because tea has magical properties. I don't really like drinking it unless it's chai tea. I'll have normal tea if it's got all of the chai spices in it because that's delicious. Tea. Oh, turkey. I haven't done turkey. Right, tea. Tea is good for divination, obviously, reading the tea leaves. Ruled by the sun and the element of fire, another hot and fiery, spicy one. So it brings a huge punch of magical energy. Drink black tea before you do a meditation. It will help relax, let go of your worries, your cares, help you focus on the meditation. You can add dried tea leaves to any kind of magical workings to bring courage, strength, and prosperity, which is what I do. I just add a pinch of the black tea leaves to spell pouches, witch jars. I've even dressed candles with them. So tea, meditation, courage, strength, prosperity, ruled by the sun, the element of fire, and it's a masculine energy. So that's your normal Camellia sinensis, your normal black tea that you get in your tea bags. Brilliant for magical workings. Jane says, squirty, runny honey is the easiest to aim into small spell containers. There is that. There is that. Angela, I made dandelion honey this year. It was nice, but so much effort. I did see recipes for that floating about. It was far too much effort. I think it did have all the sunny energy though. Yeah, because you've got the sun energy of honey and dandelion together. Interesting. No, I do like that, Xenia. I do like Finterman's Rose Lemonade. That's very nice. Their ginger beer is very nice as well. Louise, my kids have chamomile latte most nights too. Always Reiki a bit too. If you work with Reiki, that's brilliant too. You can Reiki energy any of your food, any of your drinks. But if you work with energy anyway, just charge them with your intent. Chamomile grass. Trudy, tried many floral or fruity teas, but I have to recommend, if that's okay, good earth, pear and elderflower. That sounds quite nice. I think the thing with herbal blends, if you are buying ready-made herbal teas, look at the ingredients. If I'm buying them, Bird and Blend are a good company. Tea Pigs are a good company. Have a look at the ingredients because quite a lot of the big brand herbal teas will say they are whatever they are on the box. But when you look at the ingredients, there'll be about 17 different ingredients that aren't what you think you're getting. I think they just sweep the floor a lot of the time. Yeah, I'll do. We'll just chuck that in there. So check the ingredients if you're buying ready-made herbal teas because some of them can be a little bit misleading. Xenia, transparent runny honey with all the ingredients in a honey spell. Yes, in a honey jar spell always looks better because the more solid honey is a bit sticky to work with, isn't it? Definitely. Angela, I've got some sleepy tea made by our local forager. It has mugwort, silverweed, all sorts in it. Gives me rather vivid dreams. I might be slightly addicted. The good ones with the good ingredients work well. Kerry had a Fortnum Mason hamper this year in a large wicker basket. Got lots of different teas too. Can't wait to try them. And of course the hamper, always good. There's lots of crashing and banging going on outside. Our next door neighbours are having their windows replaced. So if you can hear that crashing, it's next door. David, black English breakfast tea. That's my partner's drink. I use mine for other things than drinking. Yeah, I do. Tea in my realm is for magical use. Lavender lemonade, very nice, very summery. Right, turkey. Let's get to turkey before we finish up, because a lot of us will be having turkey. Although we have had goose for Christmas dinner before, which was rather more traditional for English households, which was very nice. So turkey, we do only tend to see it this time of the year, really, don't we? It is a proud and powerful bird, and it carries the properties of motivation, clarity, and focus. Turkey feathers make excellent smudging tools. It is celebration. It is focus, clarity, motivation. It is fire and air. It is a very masculine energy. If you are having turkey this year, do use it all. Eat your turkey on your Christmas day. Use all the leftovers. Don't waste any of it, but also use the bones. If you are going to use a bird or an animal to eat, make sure that you honour the animal by using as much of it as you possibly can. Turkey bones make excellent divination tools. Just saying. What was the other thing I saw then? Chestnuts. Do we like chestnuts roasting on an open fire? I did see them in their little local supermarket yesterday. Chestnuts. I'm not going to sing, don't worry. So, sweet chestnuts. Very traditional for Christmas. I suspect more in the song rather than people actually cooking them these days. My dad always used to chuck them on the fire and roast them for us. We have been eating chestnuts since around 2000 BC. Apparently, the armies of Alexander the Great were noted as favouring them. It's got a very strong masculine energy. The tree is often associated with Zeus. Eat chestnuts to encourage fertility. Carry with them to aid in conceiving. Pop a few chestnuts around the house to bring in abundance and prosperity. Eat chestnuts to encourage success and strength. So chestnut is strength, success, prosperity, abundance, fertility, ruled by the planet Jupiter, another element of fire, and a masculine energy. Nice. I do like chestnuts. Very nice. Angela, always thought my mum's dandelion and chamomile taste like cat pee when I was a child, but now I'm okay. Honey does help. If you find your herbal tea blend is a bit sour or bitter, chuck in some honey. It always makes it better. Yeah, I won't be doing dandelion and chamomile. I have put some blogs up on Facebook. They're over on my personal blog on all of these foods individually with all of their magical properties. So if you don't remember them, want to look them up, they are all over on my blog or on my Facebook page. What else have we missed out? Missed out anything important? Nuts, obviously. Not being rude. Nuts feature a lot at Christmas. All got their own individual properties, but I think generally as a whole, nuts bring prosperity and abundance. Eat the nut, save the shell. Save the shell for your magical workings. So you can add the nut to your baking, to your cooking, or just eat it to bring the magical properties. Save the shells of the nuts for magical workings. If they are bigger nuts, like a walnut, you can put a little petition inside and tie the nut shells together. So you've got a magical shell spell holder. Some of the nuts that have got smoother outsides, you can draw sigils on them or symbols on them. Nutshells, really, really useful. There's a blog about those as well. Zara, hello. Cooked them still. They're called constanas. They are done with salt in a frying pan or a pan with salt over fire. That sounds very nice. Jane. All these things we're told to put around the house. How long should we leave them for? Oh, we would. We would have huge piles of stuff, wouldn't we? Crystals, nuts, pine cones, huge piles in the corner. I think you can have a clear out every so often. Yeah, thank you for that, Zara. I've not heard of cooking chestnuts like that. I'll give that a try. Louise, we're all vegetarians, so we're using lots of nuts. Very magical. Try to remember to use your shells this year. Yes, save the shells. They store for ages, and you can use them in incense blends, crushed up, in spell pouches, in witch bottles, all sorts of ways. So yeah, but all of these ingredients we've talked about today are over on the blog if you want to look at them in more detail. Louise, don't leave anything low now because of the dog. Yeah, we have to do that. Keep things up out of Eric's way. So yeah, I will be here next Friday. Might do an Ask a Witch winter solstice type thing. But then I'm having a couple of weeks after that. But I will be here next Friday. Do join us on Sunday if you're around. If you're local, hop on over to Raw Eden in Wickham. But Sunday evening, 6 till 8, free online full moon magic workshop with myself, Ness and Heather. Open to everybody on the usual places, the YouTube channels, the Facebook page. Learn something, hopefully. Ask some questions, share some insights, and we'll be doing a ritual as well. Details are over on the Facebook page. But yeah, magical food is one of my favourite subjects. I could probably talk all day, but we've done our hour. So I'm going to go finish my gingerbread latte. Then I'm going to go and make a pound cake because I've been thinking about that all week and that needs to be made. So enjoy your day. Have a think about all of your food, whatever you're making, not just the festive food, even your cereal or your cup of tea. Think about the energies that it's got. Think about, as you're making things, charging them with magical energy, and enjoy. And I will see you all hopefully Sunday. Catch up with you next week. Take care, everyone.